Hello, my name is Michael Williams, and today we're going to be talking about why continue to suffer with your speech. 3 reasons why people just continue to struggle and suffer with their speech. And when they do that, what it does is it causes you perhaps to lose opportunities, to miss out on opportunities, to avoid opportunities, financial opportunities, career opportunities, relationship and social opportunities. It causes you to live life far beneath what you're capable of living, to achieve far less than what you're capable of achieving. So today, we're going to talk about the second fear. What was the first fear? Well, the first fear was, will this work? Will this work? Will it work? Period. Does it work? Will it work for me? Will it work for others? And will I actually do the work? We talked about that. So go back and watch the other video if you haven't seen that. Today we're going to talk about money, right? Hey, people say, you know what? I can't afford it. There are some people who live in parts of the world and you earn a certain income and you simply can't afford certain things. We understand that. There are other people I've had lots, most of my clients are Indian. They live in various parts of the world. I've had lots of clients in India. And some of them have saved up for a year or two for coaching, okay? So here's the thing. Some people say they can't afford it, but in fact they can afford it, right? They can afford it. For those who can't, we understand. But for those who can, or for those who can save, that's a whole different story. So somebody says, I can't afford it. So I want you to ask yourself, can you afford it? I'm going to tell you just a brief story. There was a gentleman that I worked with several years back, student, smart guy. He said, I can't afford it. And this is when I was first getting started. So I said, okay, I'll do some coaching sessions when I can for free. So we did it. This guy was a severe stutterer. Got him up to a place where we could have conversations, speech got better. He still struggled, but he was way better than what he was when he first started. So he wanted to get it quicker. He wanted to do it faster. So he went out and he enrolled in a program that cost him around $6,000 at that time. And he financed it, but he told me he couldn't afford it, right? And here's the thing, within probably a few months, he was right back to where he was when he and I left off. You can't cheat or trick Mother Nature. Your brain's going to take a certain amount of time to do certain things. So when people say they can't afford it, many times it's not true. We can find the money to do the things that we want to do. If you ever take a vacation, chances are if you take one vacation, a couple vacations, you're going to spend a couple $1,000s, depending on where you live and so forth and so on. But you're going to spend that money. I just talked to a college student who signed up with me. He saved his money. And he said, yeah, I've gone through this cycle myself where I said, you know what, I just can't afford that, right? And he had the money, he had saved the money, and he spent the money someplace else. So some people say they can't afford it, but in fact, if you think about it, you can save the money, you can get the money from somewhere to invest in your speech, right? You're not investing in me, you're investing in yourself because you can get a real financial return. We're not talking about emotional and social returns that you're going to get. You can get a financial return because you can get better jobs, better promotions, make more sales by improving your speech. So, can't afford it. Second reason, under money, is I don't want to afford it. I don't want to pay $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, right? This kind of goes along with this third one, but we'll tell you what the third one is in just a minute. So I don't want to pay that. So these are people who you might as well not be watching this video because you're in a place where you may not, or where they may not see the value in investing in themselves. So they simply say, I just don't want to pay that money. And they go on to use this third fear, which is, can I get it or do it cheaper? Some way I can get it, do it cheaper. That's human nature, right? We all do that. We see something, ooh, man, that's a few $1,000s. Can I do it cheap? Can I watch a video? Can I buy a program? Great. That's why I have self-study programs and videos out there so that you can access it. You can try it on your own to see if it actually works for you. And what happens is we find that some people then are inconsistent, right? They're inconsistent, and so they need that extra bit of accountability. They need the feedback that saves them time. Many of my clients have found, and I've found by looking back, that we've had clients on our list for 3 or more years. And by working with me, they've been able to get to a level in just 3 months or less that they weren't at working on their own for 3 years. 10 times faster working with me. Or more, right? Some people have been on my list longer. And when I see their speech when they come to me, they say, well, my speech is a lot better than what it was when I started, right? But when they work with me, it's a lot better than that, right? 10 times faster or more. That's an average. So people say, can I get her to do it cheaper? Maybe, but you're probably not going to get the same results, okay? So you just need to think about these fears. I can't afford it. I don't want to afford it, right? Or can I get her to do it cheaper? What happens is when people use that as a fear, they have inconsistent results and they simply waste time and miss opportunities. They go through months and years just getting inconsistent results because they don't want to spend the money that they actually have. Right? One client said, I had the money, then when I got ready to pay it, I said, man, you know what, I can save this money. Let me just, I had a good speaking day to day. Let me just see if I can just do it on my own. Months go by, spend the money. Oh, you know what? I really need a coach. I really need someone to walk with me, to help me be consistent, give me feedback, save me time. So then, now he's got to save the money. Saves the money, comes to paying the money. Oh, you know what? That's a lot of money, man. I could save this. I can keep this money. I can keep this money. And so then he says, well, let me just try to do this on my own. And you do that for years. Look how many opportunities you missed. Boom, do the coaching, a few months. Your speech is dramatically better. You're able to get those better jobs. You're able to have a better social life and relationships and so forth. Okay, so keep this in mind. We want to look at the next fear that people have is this time, okay, in the next little video. We'll see you there.